Good morning. It's not actually morning. It's like 12:30, but it's bright out and it looks like morning to you, doesn't it? I just spent the morning making my Rhinebeck list for I think I'm going to look for possibly a sweater quantity if so we'll see what happens. I've knit I'm good on accessories right now, besides socks, but I have a lot of fingering weight yarn at home because that's what I've been dyeing, is fingering weight mostly. So we'll see. I might get enough for a sweater, or ooh, it's hot out. Either that or a worsted weight blanket or large shawl blanket. So we'll see. It's oh, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I stayed at my boyfriend's friend's house, which was very nice of them, and they have the cutest bunny that I've ever seen in real life. It's like I don't know what type of bunny it is. Maybe Nancy knows from the Round Rabbit podcast. But it looks like a regular bunny, but it has like a fluffy lion's mane type thing. So that was cute, and I got to feed it, and his name is Pocket. So yeah, I'm going to go now to get some breakfast or lunch because it is the noon hour, and then I'm going to possibly go to Niagara Falls. We'll see. Well, I'm in Pennsylvania now, and I made a quick stop to Michael's. I wanted to pick up some extra US size 1 double pointed knitting needles, just the cheap ones. Yeah, so it's about 3:30 and the sun sets around 6:30 these days. So I'm going to try to hit Niagara Falls before the sunset. It's about 2 hours. So here we go. and that's Niagara Falls at sunset. I got pretty wet down there. Yeah, it was incredible. I had to take my glasses off numerous times to dry them off. I couldn't see anything. Whew. So, I have arrived at the Indie Untangled event at the Best Western in Kingston, and it is pretty much how I thought it would be. I have been sitting here for about 10 minutes in the parking lot, slowly rolling by to see if I can even get a spot to park. I rolled past the front entrance and it is mobbed. It looks like there's a lot of people who had been here already and are leaving with big bags of yarn. It's about 5:45, so it started at 5, so I'm a little bit, I didn't come right at the beginning, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, pulling in, it looked small, and I was thinking it was going to be bigger than this. So let's hope that the hotel staff are prepared for this. It is just like, you would think like Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift, I don't know, are those people still big? You would think like a giant pop star or rock star is doing like a private concert or signing at this hotel right now and I'm seeing all different license plates. I mean, well, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Michigan, Wisconsin in the house. I have yet, Virginia, Florida. I have yet to see, oh, that's another Maryland, Ohio. I've yet to see another Wisconsin plate, so we'll see. And looks like I've hit a corner and I don't know where I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna do a big loop and I might not get a parking spot here today. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I saw a lady sitting down smoking, just like on like a divider, like a concrete divider, just like sitting down, cigarette, knitting, whipped out the knitting. It's hilarious. Okay. So it is Saturday morning, Rhinebeck, day 1. Guess what I'm doing? I'm weaving in ends on my Rhinebeck shawl, I guess, but it's my Oracle shawl. And I'm watching Honeybee Knits to keep me company this morning. I did not get up at the crack of dawn and head down to the festival grounds. I woke up early for me, which is like 8, and I got breakfast, and I got coffee, a really nice organic coffee at this place right downtown, and there's a farmer's market, so I kind of perused around the farmer's market. It's nice to go to a farmer's market that's not swarmed with people. It's a good thing that where I live in Madison, people are nuts about the farmer's market there. It's a good thing, but I usually don't go because there's just way too many people, which is hilarious because I'm about to go to Rhinebeck and there's going to be tens of thousands of people. But I am not rushing to get any coveted yarn or anything. I am going to make it there by 11. I think there's maybe, is there something at 11? Podcaster meetup? There's a podcaster meetup and there's the Ravelry meetup. And I'm going to go to both of those. But I'm just taking some time here in my Airbnb room. And when I wove in the ends to my Oracle shawl, I wove in all but 4. And I left the last 4. And I wore it multiple times. You know, it's on the wrong side. And then I was like thinking, you know, I still have 4 ends to weave in. And I was just going to let it go, but I'm just taking care of it now. I have some coffee and some podcasts to watch. So I'm doing that. Last night, as you will have seen, I went to the Indie Untangled event at the Best Western here in Kingston, and that was crazy. Or, as Amber from the Yarn Hoarder podcast, who I met, said, a shit show. Sorry for, but that's exactly what it was. It was awesome. I met Nancy from Run Rabbit and David, Jenny from Lucky Jenny, Jen Sheelan, who I've been meaning to watch her podcast. I've heard others mention her. They're all super nice. Yeah, like I said, Amber I met, which is funny because she lives in Illinois and I live in Wisconsin, and they're so close, and it's funny meeting her way out here in New York when we live not super close to each other, but neighboring states. And I saw so many others that I didn't say hi to, but I will try to today. It was just so hectic in there. It was a good time, but I think the hotel wasn't really anticipating the number of people that came out, even though they've had it there before, I guess. But I heard from some people that went before that every year there's more and more attendees, which is good, but I think that they're going to have to probably get a different venue to hold it. I did not make any purchases. I did linger a long time at the Bare Naked Wools booth. That's backwards, but I hope it's not backwards when I'm editing this. I don't know where they're located. Probably somewhere around here. But The thing I'm after this weekend is more breed-specific, natural. Good morning. It's not actually morning. It's like 12:30, but it's bright out and it looks like morning to you, doesn't it? I just spent the morning making my Rhinebeck list for I think Good morning. It's not actually morning. It's like 12:30, but it's bright out and it looks like morning to you, doesn't it? I just spent the morning making my Rhinebeck list for I think I'm going to look for possibly a sweater quantity if so we'll see what happens. I've knit, I'm good on accessories right now, besides socks, but I have a lot of fingering weight yarn at home, because that's what I've been dyeing, is fingering weight mostly, so we'll see. I might get enough for a sweater, or, ooh, it's hot out. Either that or a worsted weight blanket or large shawl blanket, so we'll see. It's oh, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I stayed at my boyfriend's friend's house, which was very nice of them, and they have the cutest bunny that I've ever seen in real life. It's like I don't know what type of bunny it is, maybe Nancy knows from the Round Rabbit podcast, but it looks like a regular bunny, but it has like a fluffy lion's mane type thing. So that was cute, and I got to feed it, and his name is Pocket. So yeah, I'm going to go now to get some breakfast or lunch, because it is the noon hour. And then I'm going to possibly go to Niagara Falls. We'll see. So it's Saturday night and I'm decompressing from the day back in my Airbnb. I got some snacks and some music, and I got some acquisitions that I just want to show quickly, mostly because I might cast something on tonight. The first thing that I got 3 balls of this Lanik Loft. It's a worsted weight. Of course, it's gray. And I got these, as you can see, they're seconds. So I got them at a really nice price. This was from a vendor. Here. Here's their card. And they were just selling all sorts of more commercially produced yarns. Just a big table of, you know, bargain, if you will, or seconds yarn. These are by the Brown Sheep Company, which I have not heard of. Apparently they're from Nebraska. But it's a single, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a single ply worsted weight. The next thing I got, this was love at first sight yarn, and I know that's a big statement because a lot of yarn are love at first sight, but this one it was in a basket, and I just picked it up and I couldn't put it down. The colors like made my stomach like butterflies in my stomach, if that makes any sense. If you've ever felt that, you know what I'm talking about. And that is this beautiful skein right here. I think that's a deep brown with cream, and then pink and baby blue. And over here we have a pink and light brown. And this is just, I mean, the lighting in here is not good, but that's not good. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this with better lighting. But this was my impulse buy. It is by, where's the card? I just had it. Cece's Wool. It's not focusing. It says for you and your best friend. And they are located in New York here. And this particular yarn is called Crazy. It's a 2-ply sport, 230 yards. I'm confused as to why it says Stonehenge Fiber Mill. I think that's where it's milled. And then Cece, I asked for her card. Specifically, I didn't just randomly pick this up. I asked for her card after I purchased this, and she gave me this. So I'm assuming her company is called Cece's Wool Farm Store. But their fiber mill that they use is Stonehenge. That's an assumption. Anyhow, it's sport weight, 220 yards, and these are one-of-a-kind skeins. She explained to me that their regular sport weight yarn is a 3-ply, and when the run of the yarn has come to an almost end, they take the ends of the run and they ply them together just randomly, or, you know, not super random, but she said this is a result of taking the yarn ends and spinning them together. So I believe that's called like a marl. I know that I had this, I brought this with from Wisconsin. This is the Blackberry Ridge. I think that's marled. I think that's the correct term for it. I'm probably gonna do a shawl, maybe a little shawl with this. I don't know. Any suggestions? Please let me know. Like I said, it's 230 yards of sport, and I have no idea. There was only one skein to buy of it, so I got it, and I don't know. But I love it so much, and I can't wait to see what it knits up like. I almost want to keep it in the skein because it's so beautiful, but I don't know. Okay, and the third thing I got today was from Briar Rose Fibers, and this was as everything was closing down for the day. I popped in. There were still people in their booth. They're kind of an outside vendor, so this is coming up kind of muddy, but it is like a mustard yellow, you know. And I dye a colorway that's very similar to this called deep fried. It's kind of the color of like a deep fried cheese curd or an onion ring or something. So this is a worsted weight, approximately. It doesn't say, but I bought this to match with these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Gorello colored shawl. And I already know what shawl, or at least what designer I'm going to make. The Sylvia McFadden's new collection called Gentle Armor, I discovered the other day from Kemper of Junk Yarns podcast, and I fell in love with her ebook. So I'm going to pick, and I believe they're 5 worsted weight shawls or shawl blankets. So they're not color work. Hers are knit all with the same color, but I'm going to just kind of incorporate this yellow in somewhere. I'm not sure how yet. I'm not sure exactly which of the shawls I'm going to knit. They're textured shawls, so yeah, so that's what I bought today. And here